31 row 1780 conservation planter. It's got John Deere Radial bean meters in it. This come off a retiring farmer. Don't know a ton about it. I'm going to show you what I know, what I found. We do have the monitors, fold boxes. I don't know that he ever got to use this planter. So I went to pick it up. Let's go hook a tractor to it and try to pull it in like that. End up having to load it, okay? Because I could not figure out how to trigger this and get that up. It was trying to unfold and do some different things. So I've got all this monitor system back here, okay? You got a brown box, and this is the fold box with it. Now this was in a box, like it was an extra and that they had with it. So you're getting all this with it, okay? They got different wires, different things to get power to things, and so we didn't hook any of that up 100%. I don't think, we didn't necessarily know what we were doing there. So, but it is a 31 row 1780 bean planter. It's on 15-inch rows. It has cast closing wheels. The closing wheel brackets have some play in them. You see they got a little play in them, and then the gauge wheels, they got a little bit of play. The blades, the bevel's leaving the blade on the double disc openers. It is spring down pressure and finger pickup, okay? Which means a mechanical drive. It's got a contact wheels in the back that drive it. So it's a system, you can pull it with any tractor, but you may have to do some figuring out. We didn't know how to unfold it, fold it. We'll be glad to push it on your semi with a telehandler or whatever. If you hook a tractor to it, hopefully you can figure it out, but you're buying it like that, because I can't tell you that I've seen it fold and unfold, and we didn't know what we were doing, so I didn't want to tear anything up. Now it does have, I know it's got a leak, guys. I'm going to tell you about everything that I wasn't told when we got it, but there is a leak somewhere on a hose over here having to do with this marker. I think that's why it's down a little more, okay? And I know when we hooked the tractor hydraulics to it, it was leaking oil out of that. Like I say, spring down pressure. It does have some non-factory welds. This marker's really good, but right behind it, there's a non-factory weld behind that marker. You're going to see where it folds, there's a non-factory weld on that, right there on that marker on the end, okay? Very common with these planters. They are heavy, and they do get some welds around on them, but look like they did a nice job of fixing. There's a weld right here. I think that's probably non-factory where they've reinforced that. And there's one right over here. You can probably see from here better than you can over there, but right here on the edge, you can see that there's a non-factory weld there. They did a nice job of fixing them when they did. You can see the hinge points, they look pretty good. Not a lot of play in that. And it's a decent looking planter. It's conservation. I don't really see anything else. Everything looks in order. If you want a cheap planter to go out and put the beans in the ground, these will put them in the ground. But I think we've pointed out everything that I see, and like I say, I know that when we tried to hook it up, we had a leak there, and that's probably some of the problem why that hitch didn't want to raise. So it appeared that leak was right up on the end of that row where I pointed, and that's where the oil was coming out of it when we hooked it up to the tractor. Like I say, he retired, he quit, he wasn't gonna fix anything, you know, when he was done farming. So it does have I believe they call these the 3 bushel boxes, okay? So it's got the bigger bean boxes on it, and cast wheels all around on closing wheels. It does have the original pin in it for the hitch, it looks like. But I'm sure it's not perfect in every way, and I want you guys to understand that. And we will help you load this. We got some guys that can probably freight this. I'm just going to tell you the transport width on this, just so you know. It's going to be about 17 feet transport width. Okay, right on the money, 17 feet transport width.